want to welcome everybody back here to Bats Bets, and Coach here. I just want to talk to you about our sports gaming investment and why I'm so excited about where we're at with our system and how things are progressing and how we can help you put money in your pocket, because that's what this is all about, getting into sports gaming investment. And I call it sports gaming investment because I look at this as an investment in my future. People bet on the stock market all the time. The stock market can go up and down. You can lose. I mean, I'm looking at a Forbes magazine article here that states that because of a NASDAQ surge of 27%, it has now overcome that 40% loss that was there in the market, and that the S&P closing at 420 or 4,283, that's the highest mark here since last August, but it's still below the peak back in 2022. So if you were in the S&P, you'd actually be down a little bit right now as compared to where you were at in 2022. That's where the losses come. And people worry about gambling, and they say, well, if you gamble on sports, you can lose everything. That is true. You are going to lose some bets along the way with us, absolutely. But because of our business model and because of the system that we have in place, we've now shown and proved that we can make money over time and make and outperform all these stock market and all these indices that people are risking their money in. And also know that we haven't had that market correction. That balloon has not burst. Usually there are cycles in business, and there's usually corrections, anywhere from 2 to 6 years. We haven't had a real correction in 14 years. So that bubble is going to burst, and when it does, money is going to be lost. So don't kid yourselves. You can lose money in the market just as easily as you can lose it in sports gaming. The difference is, in our approach, we'll have so many transactions, not unlike the market, that we smooth those losses out over time. And you can see on our graph, we don't win every day, but over time that graph is going up, and that's headed in the right direction for you. And what it really shows is this. I'm looking at this Forbes magazine article, and it states that the Dow Jones is up 2% on the year. The S&P is up 12%. Okay, and this is at bad time of filming. Bitcoin is up 53%. That's amazing. And congratulations to those of you in crypto. We're up 150%. We're tripling what these top indices are at. That's why I call it investment gaming. That's why I've taken my investments and put it in to sports gaming. Because the sports gaming investment, I'm going to call it an industry, because we are on the precipice of this being an industry and the trend going this way with how you can set your system up, and you can be on the ground level of it too. Go to batsbets.com and you can see right on there who we are, what we are all about, and the returns that we're getting. And why I say we get that rate of return, our expected value, our EV on every transaction is 9%. Okay, so that means if you're betting $100 on those 5,000 transactions, okay, you are betting $500,000. 9% of $500,000 is $45,000. So if your average bet size or your average unit is to win $100, you're going to be up $45,000 at the end of the year. Now, that's where we're at. There's obviously no guarantees on anything, and I'm not here to say that there aren't losses, but there are a lot more wins than losses on that. And that's why I'm excited about all this, and that's why I'm bringing it to you right now, because we have those packages set up. The everything package right now is $150, and just think about that. If your average bet is going to be to win $100, and you are going to pay for our packages throughout the entire year, that would be $1,800, $150 a month. Okay, and for $1,800, you're going to get a return right around at that $45,000 mark. that's a heck of a deal. If you were putting this in the market, or you're having somebody trade for you in the market, they're going to take out their own fees and percentage, and I guarantee it isn't going to be $1,800. I hope to hear from you. If you got any questions for me on the finance side, please feel free to leave it at batsbets.com, and we'll see you at the window.